homies, it's Blackmetalwerewolf making a brand new video for you this week. And today we are going to be talking about trick or treat laws. The other day I was scrolling through Facebook and I happened to come across an article about how some towns in the United States and in Canada are enforcing laws on trick or treating. And that's what I want to talk about today. So when I came across this article, I was very intrigued by the sound of it, saying that, they're going to be putting laws on trick-or-treating. So I read the article, and essentially it started with a town in Virginia saying that if anyone above the age of 12 was caught trick-or-treating, they can be fined and possibly given jail time. And as I continued reading, there was information about a few towns in Canada enforcing similar laws, one of them being very similar as to the age of 12 and above. If you're caught trick-or-treating, you can be fined and jailed. And there was another one saying that if you're out past 9 p.m. wearing a facial disguise, i.e. a mask, you can be given a very steep fine or jail time as well. So as I was reading this, I was getting really curious, what the hell? Why are they putting these kinds of laws on trick-or-treating? What are they trying to prevent? And I couldn't really find a reason as to why the town in Virginia did it, but the towns in Canada did it because they thought that when kids above the age of 12 are out trick-or-treating, they're going to steal candy from young kids. And if you're out on Halloween past 9 p.m. with a mask, you're going to commit vandalism. And I guess no one ever told these people in the town councils or whoever passed this law that theft and vandalism are already against the law. That I don't think there's any correlation between Halloween and these crimes, that, on Halloween night these crimes skyrocket to the point where it's so unimaginable. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there are thefts and vandalism on Halloween night, but I think you'll find theft and vandalism don't skyrocket opposed to any other night of the year. If someone wants to commit theft or vandalism, they're going to do it regardless of the night, be it Halloween, Christmas, Easter, regardless of the holiday, or just some random Friday night. If someone wants to grab a can of spray paint and do it, they're going to do it either way. So I just thought it was completely ridiculous that they're essentially putting laws on laws. Theft, it's already a crime. Regardless of your age, regardless of where you do it or when you do it, it's a crime. And as I continued to read, there were the towns in Canada, the police chiefs were even coming out and saying that they're probably not even going to be enforcing them. Alright, if you're not going to be enforcing them, then what the hell is the point of passing the law to begin with? And as I was reading it, there was some more information, like how steep these fines were. We're talking about $100 to close to $500 for someone above the age of 12 to go out trick-or-treating. Now, honestly, how the hell is a 13-year-old supposed to pay a $500 fine? And people were saying, well, the parents should just pay it. Really? Should a parent have to pay $500 because their 13-year-old went out trick-or-treating? To me, that is ridiculous. And then, of course, I started thinking, even though they said they're probably not going to be enforcing the laws, if they did start enforcing them, how are they going to enforce them? Are they going to start going around shining lights in people's faces saying, take off your fucking mask and show me your ID? I don't know about you guys, but when I was 13 or 14, I didn't have a government-issued ID that proved my age. So I could just very well have said, yeah, I'm 12 years old, and, I can't really tell the difference between a 12 and a 13-year-old. I can't imagine a cop would either. So I just think it's really ridiculous, the whole concept of putting laws on laws, and the concept of them trying to enforce it. Because I just don't think it's going to work the way they think in their head it is going to work. So after reading the article, I just kind of thought that the people who probably passed the law are probably just some old curmudgeons who don't want young kids to go out and have fun, or a group of teenagers going out and screwing around on Halloween night. Even though I don't think that most teenagers or kids are up to no good, I just think that these really old people probably on these town councils really do believe, a group of kids are out to get them on Halloween or to cause mischief. And well, yeah, sure, there are some, there's no doubt about it, but I don't think the numbers really justify the amount of laws and fines they're putting on people like this. And after I read the article, I started reading the comments to see what other people thought of it too. And after reading it, most people are on my side. They're saying, this is kind of ridiculous. They also pointed out that they're putting laws on laws and they're not going to enforce it. What's the point? So it's good to see that your average person doesn't see the point in this. And a lot of people were saying, I don't really care who comes to my door, I'll give them candy. And I really started thinking, if they're going to start fining and jailing people above the age of 12 going out trick-or-treating, where does that leave parents taking their kids out trick-or-treating? Can they get fined? Will they get in trouble for it? Me personally, I will give candy to anyone who comes to my door as long as they put effort into their costume. I told you that story in my last video. But yeah, personally, I don't care. I don't see what the big deal is. If someone's coming to trick-or-treat at my door, I don't think they're up to no good. I just think, some teenagers having fun, or little kids, or parents with their little kids. I don't see, if someone wants to commit vandalism, why would they go trick-or-treating? They would just go and commit vandalism. They wouldn't be going around asking for candy. So it's good to see that the average person sees through the bullshit of these stupid laws. It's good to know that. It kind of seems that there is at least one person or one group every year now who is trying to ruin Halloween fun for the rest of us. I remember the last 2 years during my Halloween videos, I made videos called Too Scary for Canada, because there were some people going out saying we shouldn't be hanging scary decorations on our houses because someone might get triggered when walking by. Okay, so the rest of us can't have good, clean Halloween fun because someone somewhere might get offended. Now this year it's someone somewhere might commit a crime, therefore people of a certain age can't go out trick-or-treating, or you can't be out past 9 p.m. To me, it just kind of seems like we're getting to the point of thought police around Halloween. Well, what about Christmas? There might be someone who doesn't like Christmas decorations. Should we all stop celebrating Christmas? Come on, give me a fucking break. Are we all so sensitive and worried that someone somewhere might do something because of a certain holiday? To me, it's completely asinine. So that's pretty much all I have to say about this article. To me, we're kind of bordering the line of thought crimes, that someone somewhere might do something, and therefore we can't enjoy this. I think it's completely asinine. But now I want to get your guys' opinion on all of this. Do you agree with the trick-or-treating laws? And if you do agree, tell me why. I'd love to know what your opinion on all of this is. Or are you like me and you think that is completely ridiculous, the whole thing? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to get your guys' opinion on all of this. So that's it for today's video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe, but leave me a comment letting me know what you thought of today's video. Check out some of my past videos and share it with a few of your friends while you're at it. If you want to keep up with me on a more daily basis, you can follow me on Facebook and on Instagram. I also have a P.O. box open. All that info is down in the description. I also have a handful of patches left for sale, so if you'd like to get your very own, you can click right over here. There's also a link in the description. Overall, thank you very much for watching, guys, and don't forget to stay spooky.